Hello everyone. Is YouTube facing slight downfall or slight challenges? Is it because of the tough and intensifying competition with TikTok? As you know, TikTok is the fastest growing social media platform today, and it continuously generating many creators to create contents in this platform. Recently, TikTok announced that they allotted $1 billion for their content creators. Very rewarding and, very generous, isn't it? But what do you think is the reason why, YouTube's revenue are shown to be decreasing over the past quarters? Is it because of the budget or the allotted budget of TikTok for the content creators? I also noticed that there are so many content creators from YouTube are now migrating or shifting in using the TikTok platform. Alright? So, I have listed down some of the reasons why so many content creators are now shifting on TikTok's platform. Alright? So, there you go. And I hope this will help the company. This will help Google and YouTube to understand the business. Okay? So, it is very timely to understand the users, to understand the creators, and, the reason why we are creating so many videos and why we are choosing one platform to another. As you can see, I am wearing polo. One of the reasons is that YouTube is very, old school. They wanted to convey to the users that the content creators of, YouTube are formal, professionals, and so on and so forth. Alright, so there you go. These are the reasons. Thank you. Alright, so these are the results of the investigation I conducted as to the factors that drives the decrease in YouTube's revenue. With the help of Statistics Doctor Consultancy, we were able to identify these drivers. First is that TikTok allocated $1 billion for their content creators. This very lucrative offers has gave an idea for creators to upload short contents in TikTok without too much scrutiny and strict policies. Contents are based on free will of the creators, meaning to say in TikTok, creators can upload any content as long as it does not go beyond dancing. Creators can even upload contents even they were, wearing briefs, panties, and so on and so forth. As long as it is in the form of, dancing and not doing beyond that, it was allowed in TikTok. Second is that when the creators are filming their content and when the neighbors are playing music or sound, and when it was captured while the creators is filming the content, in TikTok, it has no bearing. The sound that was captured has no effect in the content. Whereas in YouTube, as long as it was, captured in the video, it was tagged as copyrighted, or, there's a problem with the copyright claim or ID, content ID. And when the content was being tagged as copyright content ID or copyright strike, then there are two possible things that will happen. First is that the content in YouTube will have a very minimal or no advertisement, or it was not visible to all countries, or it was only visible to selected users. You know, there are so many guidelines and policies in YouTube. Alright, so second is not, TikTok is not
Sorry,
conservative.
I'm not sure about that.
TikTok is not conservative, very adaptive. Okay? Whereas YouTube doesn't allow even a bite-sized daring contents in a civilized world. And if you watch movies, go to beach, a lot of individuals wearing briefs, panties, or bra. For me, as a content creator and being in a civilized country, this is okay. As long as the content does not go beyond dancing. Like what we are, watching in TikTok. Shirtless is allowed for male creators in TikTok, while it was not allowed in YouTube. Because there are possibilities that the contents will only become visible to adults, to some countries, and therefore this limits the advertisements where the high revenues are coming from. Third is the company policies. If creator is filming its content and there's a neighbor who's playing music, when the sound was captured, content might, receive copyright strike, or worse, it will be limited to audiences, which results to less or no revenue being generated. As a content creator in YouTube, what I'm trying to discuss in all my videos is the content and not the music. So why should it be tagged as copyright strike or claim? There is no reason. As long as my content is not related to music, as long as my content is not about, gaining money based from the music of the others. Let's say, for example, my content is all about the academic. It's all about the unboxing of mobile phones, etc. And when there's someone that played music and was captured by my camera, it was suddenly, tagged as copyright claim. Alright? So, because of this unfair company policies, rules, and regulations in YouTube, I would rather shift to other platform, which is in TikTok. And of course, grow your social media followers. So how to do that? Recommended engine, no? The recommended engine algorithm of YouTube doesn't allow or doesn't function very well. In TikTok, for example, once you watch a certain theme or video clips, TikTok will be able to feed your to feed your channel with similar contents. So if you love watching animals or comedies or dancing, this will be the content that you can see in your personal TikTok feed. Alright? So how can you be able to grow your channel if there is no such recommended engine in YouTube? Alright? So sometimes in TikTok, they will tell you, watch this movie or watch this content, watch this clip. So they are recommending something for based on the most watched video. And lastly is the opportunity to earn. So this is the end goal of the content creators to earn money. Okay, so in TikTok, of course, everyone is allowed to create a shop or merchants as long as you have 1,000 subscribers and the other requirements. Aside from that, you can be able to create live streaming. Okay, even though you are not selling anything, just doing the live selling or live streaming rather. And the watchers or users, if they send you gift, flowers, and so on and so forth, you will be earning money from the viewers. From creating a TikTok shop, like I said a while ago. And for those who have a TikTok shop, they can able to do live selling. And lastly, from being an affiliate. So as long as you meet certain criteria, certain requirements such as 1,000 subscribers or followers, even if you don't have a physical on-hand product, you can start selling product through the affiliate marketing system. Meaning to say, you are going to promote the merchants, the product of other content creators. And when someone buys from the video you created, you will earn commissions. Alright, so as promised, let us discuss one of the best strategies to promote your content. First is that go to the Facebook page and type ampersand everyone. This will tag all members in that specific group. Alright, so for example, if a YouTube Facebook group has more than 41 million, all you need to do is to type ampersand everyone. And all the members of that particular page will be tagged. Alright, so thank you. And I hope YouTube will be able to, do something before it's too late. Don't be too strict. But anyway, there's a good news behind this. We all know that YouTube is one of the, not actually YouTube. Google is one of the biggest companies around the world. And they have the capability, they have the ability to, invest more than 1 billion US dollars, like what TikTok is offering to its content creators. Go to the description of this video so that you can be able to know what is this new products and services from YouTube. Thank you.